Alright guys, we're giving out a Madden 20 beta code. We're gonna have a few winners being picked on Thursday, so stay tuned for that. Go give our Twitter a follow and retweet our giveaway status to enter for a chance to win a Madden 20 beta code. Coach here from TryThisPlay.com. Alright, so guys, I went to EA Play with Damon and Chow Money, and it was a very fun time, guys. I got my hands on Madden 20, got to play a little bit, played a few games, got some beta codes. But guys, what I really wanted to talk about was what I found while I played Madden 20. So there's a lot of unanswered questions about the game that you guys still want to know. And I do not have all the answers, guys. I'm sorry. I just don't have all the answers. I only played a few games, and they're 2-minute quarters a game. Anyway, so only 2-minute quarter games, guys. I only played about a few of them. So in reality, I only played like a game and a half, 2 games at most. So, but I did find out a lot from playing those 1 to 2 games. And one thing that I found out was that it's the mechanics are different. So every Madden, there's going to be a new, there's going to be new physics added to the game, and we just have to get used to it, guys. So when I was playing, it felt a little slow to me. I'm not sure if it just feels slow because it's different or it's actually just slow. I mean, as far as slow movement goes, I tried to user a flat on defense. Now, sometimes when you click on a corner to user pick someone, they do what you do actually beat them to the spot. I feel like you do get like a speed burst while you're clicking on the corner. But as far as using like a linebacker or like a corner in the flats, um, prior to the snap, and you're trying to, lurk, I felt like my lurk was a little slower than I was used to. And I think that's just because I'm not used to the mechanics of the game yet. So I remember one play I tried to lurk Damon in the flats, and my guy he couldn't get over there. Like I just wasn't used to it. I don't have the timing down at all, and I just felt like I was really slow getting to the flats when he hiked the ball. Now I did bump into someone, so that could be why. I did bump into one of my players on defense, but it still felt slow, guys. But I did have an experience where someone, threw a pick to me, and I was able to click on and get to the spot and, pick them off pretty quickly. And I feel like the DBs are in the right spots on defense. Sometimes they play. I had my computer play defense. My corner would actually play both routes at once, which was pretty wild. I know your mama was saying something about that, but that is true. The corners do kind of play kind of crazy sometimes, where they can play two guys at once and just jump one of the routes. It's kind of crazy. I had that happen. However, overall, guys, it's too early to tell if defense is overpowered or offense is overpowered. But my personal opinion, I have a very different opinion than what Damon has. I do think the defense is broken in the game. I feel like there's no defense in the game. I played about 3 games. In reality, probably 2 full games. And even though I had a hard time scoring at times, sometimes I blame the playbook. I was kind of labbing, but I did see a lot of things get open at the same time, if that makes sense. So I felt like the zones in the middle were soft. I feel like cover 2 is dead. Cover 4 is pretty good. Cover 3 is pretty good. I just feel like the middle zones don't play. So the hook zones won't play. The cloud flats don't play as deep as they should. They still get beat like they did in Madden 19. And I just feel like there's going to be no defense this year once people start figuring out, certain route combinations to get their guys open. So pretty much, I feel like if I had my hands on the game for a few days to a week, I'd be able to just tear any defense to shreds. I really do think the defense is broken this year. However, the X Factor abilities, those are real abilities, guys. These are game changing abilities. I've seen some crazy things happen. Um, when fluke happens in Madden 19, there's nothing to blame but the game just being fluky. Well, in Madden 20, I feel like there's going to be one fluke play a game with these X Factor abilities. At least one fluke play a game, and it's going to be crazy. You guys are going to probably lose your minds when this play happens. I had an experience where I ran for 150 yards rushing with Cam Newton, running read option. Read option works. Now, this is the year of the run, guys. Read option works, and it works pretty well. I did fumble on the read option, which was nice to see that it's not overpowered where you'll never fumble on a quarterback design run play. So I did fumble on the read option. However, when Cam Newton got in the zone, I housed it for like a 50-yard touchdown because I was able to spin out a defender. I truck somebody and stiff arm someone in the same play. Now his X Factor ability gives him one broken tackle, so the spin wasn't really a broken tackle. I just spun him out with my user, and then he just legit trucked somebody. He ran someone over, and then I got lucky with the stiff arm, I guess. I was able to get in the end zone for a 50-yard touchdown. So these X Factor abilities do work very, very well. I know Damon had experience. He had a different experience. He'll probably tell you, but he was getting crazy aggressive catches with Julian Edelman. I'll let him explain that in another video. However, this game is you will get some fluky plays with these X Factor abilities. Overall I do like the game. I feel like it's different. It adds more strategy to the game. You got to choose your teams more wisely based on these X Factor abilities and how you like to run your scheme. If you need a scrambling quarterback versus a pocket quarterback, I know they gave Tom Brady every hot route in the game. That man can hot route every single receiver on the field to a post or a corner. It's crazy. So really, you don't even need a playbook with Tom Brady because Tom Brady is the playbook. But they did make scrambling quarterbacks just as valuable as pocket quarterbacks. So scrambling quarterbacks, I feel like the threshold from the D lineman and the quarterback is slower, so the D lineman won't catch up to the quarterback as fast, which is kind of realistic. I know in Madden 19, I know the Falcons have a super fast D line, but they will swarm the quarterback. Doesn't matter who you have. Even if you have Lamar Jackson, he barely gets the ball off when you're versing the Falcons. But in this game, guys, they give you a little bit more of an edge to the scrambling quarterback, is where the D lineman won't get to him as quickly as they would in Madden 19 while chasing them down in pursuit, which I kind of like because now it kind of evens the playing field between scrambling quarterbacks and pocket quarterbacks. So you can use both depending on how you like to play, and that's what I really, really like about Madden 20. And I hope everything stays the same for the most part. I hope they do fix the defense a little bit because I really do feel like it's broken. Damon will tell you otherwise, but I feel like it's broken. Also, there's different hot routes, guys. Different stock hot routes. So I know in the tight end positions, you can hot route into a delayed drag route or a delayed check and release. Like how the running back would in Madden 19, you put them on delayed check and release. You can do that with the tight ends, but you can put them on delayed drag route, and I believe that replaces the tight end slant actually in the tight end whip. So I believe those two hot routes are replaced by the check and release and the delayed drag. And I know you can put them on a delayed fade now, so you can't just straight fade the tight end. He goes on delayed fade, but from what I saw, he didn't delay much. I'm not sure if it's just because the defense didn't block. I mean, defense wasn't blitzing a lot, so he didn't have to block then release. But to me, it just looked like he just went on a fade, like any other fade in the game. They did change the fades a little bit, though. The fades are kind of like they're not like those angled fades. They're kind of just like the stock fades that go out and up a little bit. So they're kind of bringing back the old fades to the hot routes. And that's pretty. And defensively, guys, they have an adjustment where you can automatically have your defense base aligned or man aligned, or you can set it to default, which means they would just either man align or a baseline depending on what formation the offense is in. So I believe, if you're asking for my professional opinion, I believe that having it set to baseline already is the best way to go. And that's just how I look at it. It saves you an adjustment. I usually baseline, the first step in every Madden, every defensive blitz, or whatever you're doing. So I always baseline. So I have that setting set to baseline so that you don't have to baseline, if that makes sense. What else? What else is there? Playbooks. So guys, the playbooks, I'm kind of disappointed on the defensive side. I mean, I didn't see every single team's playbook, but I used about 3 defensive books in the few games that I played, and I didn't see a new formation in the game defensively. But I could be wrong. They could have added some more new formations, and I just didn't happen to use the playbook with them. Offensively, I did see a lot of trick plays. I did see A couple of new formations. Arizona's playbook had a shotgun cluster formation, shotgun cluster halfback weak, and shotgun cluster halfback strength, I believe. So the cluster, guys, is a NCAA formation where it'll be trips on one side, on the right side, but they would be aligned kind of tighter than usual, which is hence why it's called cluster. And then they have it with the run back on the trip side and on the back side. So those two formations they have in Arizona playbook. Um, so I do not know if they added any more. They did add. I actually did think they added a few more formations I can't name off the top of my head. I'm sure there's plenty of more new formations having these trick plays in the game now. I did see a weird under center tight slots. Maybe it's just the trick plays that are throwing me off, but I did see a new I did see a lot of new plays in like the deuce close and stuff. Just very different. On the offensive side of the ball, there's a lot of different stuff you can do this year, which is really cool because definitely separates it from any other Madden. But defensively, I'm still waiting for a new formation. Hopefully, I'm wrong. Hopefully, they did add new formations because I'm kind of tired of these same formations that we've been playing with in Madden 19. So hopefully, we see something new. And guys, that's about it, guys. I had a great time at EA Play. And stay tuned for more Madden 20 news, tips. That's all we're going to be dropping now. Madden 20 is right around the corner. It's coming out next month. So please leave a like, comment, and subscribe to our channel, guys. If you haven't already, please visit TryThisPlay.com for more premium tips, ebooks, and coaching. Thanks again for watching, guys.